Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it. Goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good morning. Good afternoon. And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. We got some things to talk about. And this one's a short one. The reason why I say this is because I was going to do this as a pop-up, and I was just like, you know what? Let me just do this live, because one thing I am still trying to understand here. I'm trying to understand what the hell's going on here. That's all I'm going to say. My dear Lord, things have gotten really, I don't know. To me, this looks at like this is getting even sloppier than before, sloppier than the conversation we had last night. I don't know. I don't know what this means to me. I don't know what this means, but this is very frustrating. Okay. This is extremely, extremely frustrating. I was this is just as frustrating as the conversation that we had last night. Okay. When we talked about this whole thing with Dylan. I told you guys I was going to be on talking to you guys about something completely different today, but obviously that's going to be put on hold for another live later on today. I wanted to quickly hop on because I'm sitting here going like, I reached out to every single lawyer that I know, even my friends. I've hit up my lawyer friends. I've hit up our YouTube lawyer people. Okay. The ones that we've seen come onto this show. I have heard nothing back. But I was like, you know what? We need to hop on this right now because allegedly there's going to be more information. Okay. About this. So we got to jump into this. But I want to have this discussion with you guys, maybe by speaking out loud, saying this out loud. Maybe one of y'all who wax legalese may be able to explain a little bit of this for me and maybe for everybody else in the family chat, because I am still trying to wrap my mind around this ish. Real talk. Okay. But wanted to hop on here and do this with you guys. So do me a favor. Okay, hit that like button down below. That would really, really mean a lot. Send it past 300 likes as you guys start to file in. This is brand new information that I'm still just shocked. Still shocked. Okay. And of course, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Yeah, trust me, when you read the title, because I know some of you guys are sitting there going, oh, we've been there. We've been there, done that. No. Come in, because this is brand new. Okay, so, oh my Lord, hold on one second. So anyway, sorry, one of our friends, lawyer friends, just hit me back finally. So I just wanted to make sure that they knew what that I'm asking them to see if they can, at the last minute, hop on and try to explain this to us, because it would be nice to have a lawyer on here to talk about this, because, you know, people are going to go into speculation land. People are going to go run rampant with their thoughts and ideas with this whole thing, and it's very, very frustrating. Indeed, understandably, it's frustrating, but I'm trying to understand it in a legal sense, in a practical way, before we just spin off this planet, right? But again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. All right. I know it's a Friday afternoon for some of y'all. Some of you guys are still getting the sleep out your eyes from the late show that we had last night. I appreciate all y'all being here and being a part of the conversation last night. But we got to get into some things. So let's get into this, shall we? Okay. I'm quickly killing the music so we can get into this bad boy. Okay. Now, the title down below is no joke. It's not a lie. This is not like a repeat. This is not look, see, Tyler, hop on. See what I'm saying? Tyler again. Shout out to my boy Tyler. What's up, Ty? He said, want to hear Okay. Roberta just said on Facebook, title. So this is not, she said, title? Yeah. No, because I'll explain here, Roberta. I promise. So it's proof that this is a live show. This is not a repeat. This is not some sort of rerun or anything like that. This is not a lie. There is going to be a new affidavit. Yeah. What? Yeah. There's going to be a new affidavit coming out. Allegedly sometime today or maybe this weekend or Monday. I don't know. Like I said, even Jessica said, and just to prove that this is live, Jessica just said in the chat, Pascal, thank you for the brand new update. You're very welcome. I was going to talk about something completely different, Jessica. Completely different today. And this popped up and I'm like, holy cow, we need to talk about this right now. Because in my mind, I look at this and I go, what does this mean? There's a new affidavit? What? What does it mean? And of course, for a fact, as soon as this affidavit is released to the public, we are going to be talking about it. Okay, but it has not been released. I would be showing you guys the documents. We'd be going through all the stuff, all through the mucky muck, however long the pages are, however many pages there are. It don't matter. We'd be diving in to that hard right now, but we don't have it yet. But I wanted to give you guys that heads up now. And to me, this does not make any sense. But then again, I'm just a regular Joe out here. So I was hoping to get maybe a lawyer to hop on. Even a phone call would help to understand what the F is going on right now, because I'm confused. Now, real quick, before we go into this article, last night we talked about some new information that was coming on, that came out onto Ashley Banfield's show. Okay? And shout out to Ashley Banfield for having the sources, having that plug, having that link, and all that stuff. But at the same time, the information that came out last night was very, to me, contradicting to the probable cause affidavit that we all know and love. Okay? We all seen it. Okay? Countless times. We've read through it a billion times. Not only just myself, but a slew of other amazing content creators have dove in. They dove in to this probable cause affidavit, read it from cover to cover, live with all y'all, breaking it down. Lots of law tubers as well. We're doing the same doggone thing, okay? We did our due diligence with this probable cause affidavit. Now, there's allegedly a new affidavit that's about to be released to the public soon. Okay? Yes, Zebedee. A slew of sleuths, yes. Looking at the probable cause affidavit, Absolutely, right? A slew of sleuths. Mm-hmm. So, I'm confused and concerned. Okay? Confused and concerned because I don't know what this means. Let's just get into it. But again, is it maybe the information that's been leaking recently that's causing this new affidavit to come out? But then I keep asking, why? Why? Make it make sense, please. And thank you. Okay? Interesting. Hold on one second, guys. I might have something else here to break down with y'all. Okay? All right. So sorry about that, guys. It's still like I got this. I woke up a little late this morning, trying to get all this thing going, my whole life going on, trying to get this cup of Joe in me. That's how late I woke up, y'all. All right. And I'm usually a very early riser. All right. But your boy's been tired. And then I woke up and I saw this and I said, what? What? So let me show you guys. Like, I don't even know what to say. Say about this. I don't know what to say. So we're just gonna look at it. Okay. So Bryan Kohberger, prosecutor, files new documents in secretive proceedings. Why was there a secretive proceeding? Like what the hell is going on, man? What the hell is going on, man? Like I said, I'm still processing all this. I'm still taking the, picking picking the sleep out of my eyes and all that stuff as well. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still, what's going on? So if anybody's a lawyer, please let me know. And Agro Vixen, I am so jealous. Hamburger, I'm so jealous. I hope you enjoyed that sleep. That must have been a masterful sleep. That must have been a master class on how to sleep properly at 8 p.m. without any disturbance. That's amazing. Okay? Because us adulting hard out here, it's hard for us to get some sleep. But I digress. Woke up and I saw all this and I'm like, what the hell is this? So let's get into this. And this is really like bare bones. It doesn't really say much here, y'all. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Okay? So it says Idaho prosecutor handling the tragedy, okay, the Idaho 4 case against student monster suspect, I guess, BK, filed new documents on Wednesday. So 2 days ago in the Latah County Magistrate Court. Court information in the case, which has been removed from the Idaho's online portal for unspecified security concerns, which we are going to go back to that. So let me highlight that so I don't forget that piece. Okay. So the court information in the case, which has been removed from the Idaho online portal for unspecified security concerns, is updated daily in a PDF document posted to the site's website. Instead, the file shows that the court received a new affidavit from Latah prosecuting attorney Bill Thompson and a court memo on Wednesday. The filings themselves have not yet been seen by the public. We haven't seen anything yet, okay? Idaho Court Administrative Rule 32, which governs court records, gives the court 3 days to release non-exempt documents upon request. The court also posts documents to its website once a week, aka, I guess, once a week on Friday. Okay? The new filings comes days after an attorney for one of the victims' families appealed for the court's gag order, which has stifled public comment on the case from the prosecution, the defense, investigators, and other officials, and was amended last month. It was updated even more, even harder, to also restrict attorneys for the victims, witnesses, and their families. We're gonna come back to this. We're gonna break this down. Shannon Gray, the attorney for 21-year-old Kaylee Consalva's family or her parents, called the non-dissemination order facially overboard and vague and unconstitutional in a court filing last week. She says, as the attorney for one of the victims' families, I'm allowed to relay to the media any of the opinions, views, or statements of those family members regarding any part of the case, as they are allowed to speak about the case under the First Amendment, he wrote. Now, we already know all this stuff, okay? But the main thing to take away from this is that there was a new affidavit. This file shows the court received a new affidavit from the prosecuting attorney, Bill Thompson, and a court memo on Wednesday, which most likely we will be getting today or maybe the top of next week. Now, let me just say this really quick. Of course, if and when it gets released, and if it's Friday or if it's on Monday, or if it's the middle of the week or middle of the weekend. I doubt they're going to do this during the weekend hours. But if and when it does get released, for a fact we're going to be reading it. We'll be here live, reading it together as a family, looking through all this stuff. All right. Now, and I don't know if it's out right now. And if it is out right now, that's news to me. Okay. I have yet to see anything that says that this affidavit is out here. Okay. Or has been released. So yeah, if anybody has it, please let me know, because I have yet to see that so far. But for those of you guys out here that do know the legals and all that, one, is this some telling information? Are things getting more sloppy? Are things getting sloppier? Or more importantly, why is this happening? Why does this exist right now? Because this piece doesn't make any sense to me. Having this new affidavit, is it exposing the chink in the armor of this prosecution? Is it exposing the faultiness of this probable cause affidavit that we all have embraced so tightly? All of us have obsessed over. We've all talked about this thing, dissected it word for word, syllable after syllable over this whole thing. So it does make me wonder, why? Why would this new affidavit come out? And why would it exist right now? It's a bit strange to me. It's a bit strange to me. Sorry, I know some of you guys are sending me stuff, so let me make sure. See what the heck is going on here. But still, you look at this, you see this information, and I'm going, what the hell does this mean? Now, and like, what does it mean? What does it mean? New affidavit? Secretive proceedings that they had? What's going on? Okay. What's going on? But let me see. Hold on. Sorry. 1 second. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I'm looking. Hold on, guys. Interesting. Okay. I think I got something. But I don't know if this is the actual affidavit, which is interesting. But let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Allegedly, this is... To me, this says affidavit of Latah County Prosecutor. So this is basically it. Okay. Let's take a look at this, shall we? Take a look at this as a family. Okay. Oh, so Ray, thank you so much. You can get this. This is my clothing line, so you can go and get this at pascalmerch.com. Go check it out. All right. Go check out my my merch page, my clothing line. pascalmerch.com. Go check it out. All right. But it says in District Court of 2nd Judicial District of the state of Idaho, in and for the county of Latah. Of course, it says state of Idaho, plaintiff versus BK, the defendant, affidavit of Latah County Prosecutor William W. Thompson, Jr. So it says, I, William W. Thompson, Jr., being duly sworn, do hereby state the following information is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. I am elected prosecutor for Latah County and have served in the position for approximately 30 years. In that role, I am the attorneys representing the state and in the above titled matter. The members of the Gonsalves family, who are represented by Mr. Shannon Gray, are potential witnesses in the case, including at trial and or sentencing. Further, your affiant saith not. I hereby certify that a true and correct copy of the foregoing affidavit was served on the following in a matter indicated below. That's really it. But this sounds like this is just the filing paperwork. I feel like there would be more than this, in my personal opinion. Okay? Like, I don't think this is all of it. Okay? That can't be all of it. That's weird. That just seems a bit weird to me. Doesn't it seem a bit weird to you, fam? It seems a bit weird. Okay? Mimi Muddy, thank you so much for being a member for the past 5 months. She said in a members chat. Hi, Pascal. Hi, Pascal fam. Hi, Pascal. Love you all. Love you too, Mimi. I appreciate it. Dizzy, thank you so much for being a member for the past 5 months. I appreciate your support. She says in a family membership chat, she says, Pascal, you the man. Thank you, Ben Dizzy. I appreciate it. And I got a couple super chats. Let me get into those too. This is, I don't know if this is really all there is. There's got to be more than this. In my personal opinion, there's got to be more than just this. But let me get into these super chats. Kimberly in Japan, thank you so much for the 500 yen. Gosh, I gotta work. Puzzled with last show, and now get ready to bed with more puzzles, like in the Grizzly world. Oh my word, yes, oh my word, indeed. It just doesn't make sense. It's not making any freaking sense, y'all. And I know, Mimi Money, thank you so much for the 3 CHF. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Thank you so very much. But yeah, this is still something that I don't think that's everything, in my personal opinion. I really don't think that's everything. Okay? I think that there's more to this, because I saw this before I went live. This actual filing. But I reached out to some people who were actually putting out this information. I went and was looking at this particular information on other people. Some other people were sending this and posting this on Twitter and all that. And as I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this can't be the whole thing. Is this the whole thing? This to me doesn't make any. This doesn't matter at all. This doesn't mean this is a nothing burger if it's this. Okay, so I don't know. Could there be more to this or not? Right. So Kaz Stewart said, my understanding of the affidavit, which is 18 pages long, is the gag order applies to the Consalves. Ah, that could be, you never know. Because, I mean, obviously in this one here, let me pull that up again. It says here, right here, number 3, the members of the Consalves family who are represented by Mr. Shannon Gray are potential witnesses in the case, including at trial and or sentencing. So maybe that's it. Maybe he's basically saying, wait a second, like the Consalves family are witnesses or could potentially be witnesses in this case. So if you're going to do a gag order, it needs to apply to all of the Consalves family because they've been there. They know information. We already know that Steve Consalves has come out and has been very vocal in the very beginning of this situation. All right. In the very beginning of this tragedy, he was very much in the forefront of this and speaking freely and putting in his 2 cents about a lot of things. So maybe they're trying to tighten the grip, pull the reins on the Consalves family. Because for a fact the Consalves family was sitting there going, wait a second, we want to be able to speak, or at least have our lawyer that represents us to speak on behalf of us, because there's a lot of information that's getting out here that maybe they want to speak on. Like, you got to remember, just last week, Ashley Banfield put out some information that threw everyone, we all got thrown off with all that graphic details about what happened to all the 4, right? How they were, like the timeline, whose life was taken first, so on and so forth, what happened to Xana, all that, right? And I'm sure the Consalves family is chomping at the bit, wanting to speak up and say something about that, speaking on behalf of that, right? To either confirm or deny all that as well, okay? But so I can see the family wanting to step out and just, I want to speak, or at least tell the lawyer, and the lawyer can go and talk to, they've been talking to Fox News and News Nation and all that quite a bit. So maybe they were hoping that they can maybe loosen up this gag order so that their lawyers can speak out more, right? But I don't know. Okay. That could be it, right? This says, Cass says that is my belief. The 18 pages is posted in one of the Facebook groups, so I don't know how to tag you. Well, you know what? I will look it up. I'll try to find it if that is already out here. That is a bit of a surprise to me. That would be a bit of a surprise to me. Hold on. Yeah, because so far I have not seen anything else saying otherwise. Yeah, we haven't, like, there's not. Yeah, I'm seeing motions to, like, a motion to appeal, objection to motion to appeal, amend, or clarify non-dissemination order, and that was filed by Ann Taylor. I'm seeing those types of things, but that's not the affidavit. You see what I'm saying? So that is very, very interesting. Nonetheless, it is very interesting. Okay, it still doesn't make any sense of what's been going on here. I'm still scratching my head about this because it just doesn't make any sense. the information, this paperwork that we just recently saw, that I just read to you guys, it really doesn't say anything in it. So I'm going to look into it more, because obviously the only information I've known so far is that they had a private meeting, a private proceeding, a secretive proceeding with the prosecution to bring in this new affidavit. Now, that could be something big, okay? Or this could be something very, very small. Tony X just said, does the affidavit say anything about aliens on the roof? No, not yet, at least. Not yet, Tony X. Not yet, at least. All right. So it is interesting. Okay. Pamela Patterson, have you seen the audio of friend talking about Tyler? Tyler Hackner's in my head right now. Dylan on Drunk Turkey show. I have not seen the audio on Drunk Turkey show. I've seen the audio. That thing has been spread like wildfire because obviously, I initially saw it on Harsh Reality, but then now I'm seeing it on other people's. Everyone's starting to talk about this audio as well. I don't know what to take of it. Maybe it's something that we listen to as a family, but at the same time, for me, I don't know what to take of it. To me, I don't believe anything anymore. I don't believe anything anymore, y'all. Okay? All of it is just still okay. Everything's still shrug shoulders, hands up in the air. I don't know. Everything is still questionable and nothing's been completely solidified. But that's one thing that sucks about these particular stories, right? They are these particular cases. The rumors go crazy. People throw this stuff out. These guys, and then people, like some of y'all got way too much time on your hands to make an audio and try to sound weird and different. And I was friends with her, and this is what happened. It's just weird. It's weird. And then why put it out like that? Why not go to 5-0, give them your side of the story or what you know, so on and so forth? Why put it on YouTube with no face, by the way? You don't see a face. You just hear a voice. I'm sorry. It's weird. Now, we could listen to it sometime later as a family, but for me, it just ain't working. Mimi, thank you so much. Twice. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mimi. But for me, it's like, and I know, I get it. Everybody and their mama is starting to listen to it. And I'm going, is that real? And sure, he's saying stuff that's closely connected to what Ashley Banfield said on her show. But I don't think that automatically means that is the source. Okay. Just because it was put out 3 weeks ago doesn't automatically mean that Ashley Banfield is chopping it up with creepy voice dude on some random YouTube channel that just suddenly popped up and existed now. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I hate to be that, skeptical guy, but I'm going to be skeptical. We've had plenty of people. Thank you, Mimi, again. We've had plenty of people out here in these internet streets, fake audio, doctor stuff, make up all kinds of lies just so that they can secure the bag or to just get some clout. So a part of me still looks at that with an incredibly inquisitive eye, and I don't believe it. Okay? I don't believe it. Just a girl. Thank you so much for the 5. Thanks for all your hard work and coverage, Pascal. We need a vacation from crime, only to report on more crime. Crazy days indeed, my friends. Yeah, all of it is insane, okay? And it just keeps getting wilder. What I'll do, okay, because I know some of you guys are like, what are you guys talking about? Later on, we will listen to the audio, okay? We will take some time to listen to the audio, but to me, it just really, and I say this, I've been saying this lately, but it just really burns my cookies. I hate to say it like that. That's the only way I could say it without cursing. All right. Without using very colorful language right now. But it really burns my cookies. Why does it burn your cookies, Pascal? Because I hate it that suddenly we get an audio and everybody and their mom is grabbing it and going, could this be the truth? It just bothers the hell out of me. And then people put it up and then they just, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. I pull things up and I talk about it and all that too. But sometimes when you see something like that, I just call cap instantly. I don't care. Why would you go onto a YouTube channel to put out this BS? Call the cops. Talk to a lawyer. You could be a credible witness or something in this situation. Why would you go out your way to go onto a YouTube channel, make this video, and say all this stuff? No disrespect to the person. If this person is true or not, that is not the place I would go. All right? That's not the place I would go, y'all, to give my account on what happened to friends of mine or friends that I was associated with or friends adjacent to one of my friends that happens to be a survivor. I'm not jumping on YouTube, hiding behind just a microphone saying, yes, I was there and this happened and blah, blah, blah. That doesn't make sense. You should be call 911, call somebody. Because if that's real information, it doesn't need to be on the internet, baby. You need to be talking to law enforcement, to lawyers, because that could be credible information, any piece of information that could lock this mother lover up. So for me, I go cap. Instantly, I say cap. Okay? Instantly. And if I'm wrong, then I say it. Later on, I'll say it. I'll be like, okay, my bad, guys. I was wrong. But at the same time, you tell me. Every time we've ever heard somebody come out and say something, okay? Oh, I was there, or my friend's friend, or my kid, or any of those things. Have we ever seen their faces? Ever. And I get it. Some people are scared to get in front of the camera, scared of those things. I get it, because they don't want people attacking them and all that. I understand that part too, but there has to be something more solid, showing proof positive of you actually being friends, or it's something. There needs to be something. Proof. And that's one of the main pushbacks I have when it comes to that. I don't mean to get on the rant and all that and get on my soapbox, but that's just the thing that gets frustrating for me. Okay? But, and then, of course, everyone grabs it and they just run it, run it to the end zone, and say, that must be the truth. Anybody can get a microphone, record some stuff, slap a video together, upload it on a YouTube channel, and say, this be the truth, when it's not. So that's what's frustrating to me. I see everybody showing that stuff, and I'm like, this is not real, y'all. It ain't real. And until I see otherwise, and it's sure this guy said these things that were close to what Ashley Banfield said the other night. But do you realize how many theories have been out here, y'all? Do you realize how many theories have been out here about Dylan? You don't think one day he's just like, that sounds like a logical one. Let me get on a microphone and say this, and I was there, and she's a friend, and she's in the inner circle, and she's a little weird about that. Come on. Mimi, Muddy, thank you so much for the 2. I appreciate it. Don't say thank you. I thank you. Stop. Thank you. And it's okay. Like some people are not going to agree with me on this, but to me, that is just a bit far-fetched. Okay. Kimberly in Japan, thank you so much for the 500 yen. Pascal, your vocabulary is gold. I try to keep it interesting. I try to keep it interesting as much as I can. Mimi, thank you again for the 3 super sticker. That really does mean a lot. Okay. But again, I will, if you guys want me to play that audio, I'm not going to play it right now because I am going to be wrapping up here in just a minute. But I have no problem playing it with you guys, and I will just rip it to shreds. I'm just giving you fair warning because I don't believe it. I don't care how close it was to Ashley Banfield's. Anyone could have said the same thing. That's one of the theories that's out there. Oh, she thought he was one of the a kid that was partying with the people and whatever, this, that, and the third. Okay? That's it. Anybody could have made that up. We've heard Trap House. We've heard all this other BS. All of it. You don't think somebody's going to sit there and go, well, what if it was just she just thought it was just a party? Shoot, man. Come on. Come on. Okay? Kaz Stewart, thank you so much for the £5. Appreciate it, love. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kaz Stewart. Appreciate it. So, yes. Okay. In a couple hours, we will listen to the audio. Okay? I see a bunch of y'all going, please play the audio. We will listen to it together. But I am not trying to push this narrative. I am not trying to sit here and say, could this be the person? It's not. It's fake. For crying out loud. It is fake. Okay? It is so fake. And again, if I'm wrong, oopsies. Okay? My bad. But this is the worst place to just put up something random. Okay? Or actually not random, but it's the worst place to put up something that could be crucial for this case. Mimi Muddy, thank you again for the 10. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right? But we'll see. You'll see. We'll see. We'll listen to it, and you guys will. I'll be back in a couple hours. We will talk about it. You will see it at the end. You'll see it for yourself. Okay? It's BS. V-Shell. What's up? ATL in the house. Thank you so much. We will play it. But I am not going to push that narrative. So I'm going to say that right out the gate on the show. We will watch it in a couple hours together as a family or listen to it. And you can you'll hear it. Sure. All of it is connected to what Ashley Banfield said, but I don't think he's the bloody source. Okay? He's not the bloody source. This is some other random dude. Okay? Just like Kim. Remember Kim? And the phone calls that she had on various, on 2 different shows and all that. Shoot. I'm just saying there's one of the content creators took down her interview with Kim. All right? Because was not credible. Same thing. We look at all these other situations, all this other audio that people are running crazy on. Does not mean it is true. Just because he says it in a crazy, creepy voice and it's just hidden in the background and it's not on a huge YouTube channel and all that stuff. So I can do that. I could do that. Anyone could. Just to mess with people. And there's so many messed up ish out here about this case. Just like there was so much messed up ish about Shanquella. The same thing about Kylie Rodney. Shoot, Gabby Petito. There was so much jacked up stuff because people were just trying to chase some clout. It's sad. So, again, we got this affidavit, this new affidavit that's apparently going to be out here very soon. Maybe it's already out right now. If it is, you know for a fact I will be here to chop it up with you guys about it, to read through the whole thing. I have yet to see anything of that so far. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Let me just pull this up real quick. And I don't know. Before I go, this is something. Oh, it is out. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Oh, I can't open this. Hold on. Yeah, this. So if that's it, because I'm seeing people post already. Sorry, really quick. The affidavit of prosecution. And what I read to you guys is literally what it is, which is whack. So as much as everyone's going, oh my gosh, there could be this, this, and this, it may not be anything. I had something and now it just disappeared. Hold on. Maybe we'll be able to get something here. I'm going to try to see what I can make, if I can make a miracle happen here. Hopefully I can. And if that is the case, hopefully I'll be able to hear it in a second. See, yeah. So everyone's like, it's out. It's not out. Unless that's all that there is. Now, that would be, to me, what I already read, that's absolutely shocking, in my personal opinion. But if that is the case, I'm still waiting to see the story here. I am still waiting to see the story here. Okay. So, again, there is something else that I'm trying to pull up here. But there's a lot of pushback on this as well, and it has to do with the firing of Bryan Kohberger, whether that's absolutely true or not. There's some pushback saying that it's not true. But then I've heard other people say that it is true, or other sources and other articles saying that it is true. There's a bunch of bouncing back and forth, which is crazy. Okay. Cass Stewart said it is out. It's 18 pages. Can I send it to you? Yeah, please email it to me. Or if you're on, mention me on Twitter, because if it's 18 pages, I'd love to see. Yeah, if you can send it to me via Twitter, that'd be great. You can email it to me as well, info@thepascalshow.com. You can send it to me there as well, because I am trying to see if there's if you guys send it to me at all. Because if there is that, then we can just go through it, I guess, really, really quick. Okay. But so far I haven't seen anything. Emily Biz just said, I saw an article that says it's not. Yeah. Sufi girl. Sufi or Sufi girl. 36. Thank you so much. She said, okay, I'm late. So what's going on with the affidavit? The affidavit is supposed to come out allegedly today at some point, but we haven't heard anything as of yet. There's been some paperwork of the affidavit, But there really hasn't been anything of the explanation or what's been said in this affidavit that we can actually dive into and really just go in on. But allegedly, they're saying that some people are saying that the affidavit is out. Some people are saying that the affidavit is not out. So we're still waiting. We are still waiting to see what's going on here. So I have yet to see anything. But so yeah. Hold on. Okay. All right. So, but yeah, please send it my way if you have it. If you don't, then I am going to move on to greener pastures, of course, and another topic really quick before I wrap this up. Okay. But let me see. Okay. So as I'm checking some things here really quick, okay. Zans said the woman who said someone tried to grab her, did anyone verify that finding by finding a police report? I have no idea what you're talking about with that. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be coming out this afternoon if it isn't really out already. If it is out already, I feel like everybody and their mama will be talking about it right now. I would see Twitter going off like wildfire if there was something like that going on. Okay. But there is some information here, okay, that the source that, and this has something to do with something that Ashley Banfield did talk about, and that's the thing. You never know. Ashley Banfield could be 110% correct or have a solid source, right? Now they're sitting here. Let's talk about this really, really quick. Idaho tragedy. WSU responds to report that BK was fired. Remember, we talked about this last week. They were sitting there saying, "Oh, wait, this can't be true. This has got to be fake news." All this stuff, right? Oh, who's the source? Because I was asking the same thing. I'm still asking it too. Who are the source? Who the source be though? Okay, who the source be? All right. Now we see that this could very well. This information is actually true. Okay. So real quick before we go, before we get into this, SW 4x4 Explorers, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. But really, really quick, let's just get into this article. All right. Boom. So they are saying that Bryan Kohberger is no longer enrolled or employed at Washington State University, where he was studying to be a PhD in criminology. Okay, and of course, as he is sitting in an Idaho jail cell facing the tragic charges that he's looking at, these M charges, in the tragedy of these 4 undergrads. Now, Kohberger does not currently have a teaching assistantship, and he is not currently enrolled in WSU. Phil Wheeler, the school's vice president of marketing and communications, said. But he used to. Before police alleged alleged that he ambushed a group of students at a house in Moscow, a few miles away from the actual WSU campus. He received an appointment as a teaching assistant at WSU during the fall of the semester, 2022 semester. This is what what Wheeler said. It is typical for students to receive a teaching assistantship or similar appointments as part of their PhD program. So it does say that this is that he was a TA, which we already knew that he was a TA. Okay. Kohberger previously had a graduate student office. We already know about that as part of his studies, and it was working as a teaching assistant. In response to the report of a letter stating Kohberger was fired after a meeting on December 19th, Wheeler declined to go into specifics about the timing, citing the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, which protects students' records for public disclosure. WSU has not publicly released any information regarding Kohberger's experience as a TA. Former students have said he seemed preoccupied after the slangs and became an easier grader. And that's according to students. Following the tragedy that was 7 miles away near the University of Idaho's campus, a crime that police alleged Kohberger committed, he continued classes and finished out the semester as both a student and a TA. So he still was a student and he still was a TA. He still had the jobby job of being a teaching assistant, okay? In mid-December, with investigators looking for evidence against him, he drove to Pennsylvania. On the way, of course, he was stopped twice, okay? According to court documents, he was driving a white Elantra, and it was recorded on surveillance video and all that. We already know all this stuff, okay? All the body cam footage and everything. So during the time that he was still in class, still enrolled in the school and all that, he was still a student and he was still a TA up until he left. Up until he left for Pennsylvania. So, the fact that they're saying that he is no longer enrolled, it says it right here. The fact that they say he is no longer enrolled or employed by Washington State University could be two different things. And let me explain that. It could be two different things. Number one, he received a bye-bye, you are fired, you're fired email on December 19th, like we heard from Ashley Banfield, from her sources, or he was employed, he was still enrolled in the school, and then after he got arrested, that's when they went through the paperwork to terminate his ass from the job. But also, I don't know about maybe suspending somebody or expelling somebody from a university. I don't know the workings of that, but maybe through that maybe because he was arrested and he was a part of this situation, alleged of being a part of this, maybe Washington State University wanted nothing to do with this dude, right? Wanted no connection to this because, of course, what student's going to want to go to a school where a known mass monster matriculates at, right? So there's a good possibility that Washington State University said, hell no, no, man, we good. We're going to distance ourselves as much as we can, all right? Maybe. Or the actual way things went down, how Ashley Banfield said on her show, is exactly how it went down. So, it confirms, but there's still some pushback and there's still other possibilities on the other side of the fence showing that maybe this source is 110% solid and maybe not. But to me, it leans on maybe this information from this source is solid. That maybe they had to do what they had to do, because there's no way that they can just literally kick him out just like that. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that they had to do. So the laundry list of issues that they had, the multiple meetings that they had, the fights that he was having with his teacher in class and outside of class, all those things lead up to something. Those things, of course, when it comes to school, when it comes to a TA, a position of being a teaching assistant, I'm sure there's a whole lot of red tape you got to go through before you can actually terminate somebody, right, from that said job. So maybe with that laundry list, they were able to finally say, cut the cord and say, you're gone. Because I don't know if it would be just because he was your fired email happened on the 19th. A few days later, that's when he got snatched, right? That's when he got arrested. So, and I don't think that Washington State University knew that he was under investigation. So I think that this information, at least from the source, is true. He was a TA. He did his thing. He was a piece of trash. And then they finally axed him. And they probably did it right then and there because they did not want to deal with any drama. And they figured maybe this is the perfect time to cut the cord with this guy while he's on Christmas vacation so he can figure this whole thing out. But we'll see. I mean, of course, there is so much more information that's been popping off. It just keeps going on and on and on with all this information. When the probable cause affidavit does come out, we will talk about it. When it does solidly come out. I have yet to see it anywhere so far. It may not come out until later on this afternoon. And of course, for a fact I'm here for it. I will be doing a listening party kind of thing to this audio, which I think is complete trash. But I know you guys would like me to listen to it, so we're going to listen to it as a family. It is absolute BS trash, but we're going to listen to it anyway. I'll entertain you guys. It's a Friday. Why not, right? But I do have some other stories that I want to get to you guys today, if I can get to them today. Nonetheless, we will be chopping it up together as a family in just a few hours. I got a few things I got to do, and then I'll be back to chop it up with you guys for sure. Okay? But I appreciate all y'all for being here. Okay? With this information, still wrapping my mind around this. I'm trying to wrap my mind around this whole affidavit thing. Try to understand a little bit better. I was hoping that we can kind of get a better understanding of it. We'll get more understanding of it very, very soon when it does drop, or when it does get released. For a fact, I'm here for it, just like you guys are. But in just a few hours, I will be back on to listen to this audio together as a family. Just get ready. I'm just going to rip it to shreds. Okay? So anyway, I appreciate all y'all for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button down below. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. All right? And I will see you guys in just a few hours. Okay? So hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live, because this audio thing it is very last minute off the cuff. So I might be live very soon. I might be live with it very, very late. You never know. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I go live or whenever I upload a video. Anyway, it is time to get going. I appreciate all y'all. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.